Okay guys, so I'm here and I'm going to be talking about the upcoming Silver Sable Black Cat movie called Silver and Black. Now, I've talked about this a little bit, but now I just want to talk about on some of the stuff you guys have asked me to talk about. And this is specifically why in the world is Sony doing this? Why do I think they're doing this? And it's very simple. I've went over this before. Sony doesn't care what the fans want. And they never have. No company ever has. Everything is pushed by money, and money makes the world turn in the entertainment industry. Now, I'm going to cite something that I like to talk about, which is obviously video games. People think that Sony was all pro, yeah, consumer, man, PlayStation's the greatest thing ever, look at this. Remember when Microsoft came out and they announced that DRM where you weren't going to be able to buy used games? The truth of the matter is, and it's known, Sony had that same thing in place. They had all those same systems in place. The only reason they didn't announce them and the next day went out and made a joke of Microsoft was because they went second. They were waiting for the reaction. Don't forget all the times Sony has messed up time and time again. The PlayStation 3 when they launched it. This is fact. And you guys know I love the PlayStation brand. That's my choice to play on. But it's just cold hard truth and fact what I'm telling you right now. The Black Cat movie and Venom, like I've already said, exist for a particular reason. To hopefully give Sony enough success so that they can leverage if they ever have to sell the brand to get more money. Or worse yet, just rip Spider-Man away from the MCU and do their own thing. Now when it comes to the Black Cat movie, Silver and Black, we're going to call it that I guess, I gotta get used to that one. It's very interesting to see all the villains that reportedly they want to shove in there. And there's another reason they want to do that. Because it's their property. Once again, it's not MCU. And I guarantee you, when this deal was brought up with Marvel, Marvel probably already had maybe a 3-movie outline and a few other things that said, listen, we want to use the Vulture, we want to use, I don't know, Mysterio, and we want to use Doc Ock or something like that, right? And they said, okay, let's sign the dotted line, and all the other characters we're going to use are never going to appear in your movie. And that's that. That's probably the cold hard fact of how everything went down. Now that's unfortunate, but that's just kind of what's happened, you know? If we don't want Spider-Man in the MCU, then I guess they could have continued the Amazing Spider-Man franchise, but it seems like a large contingent of fans didn't want that one. So it's either what we get right now, which is going to be scraps that Sony allows the MCU to use, or it's going to be the spin-off movies that aren't going to involve Spider-Man. Maybe, we don't know. So it's more or less a complicated mess and kind of this weird situation that who knows how long they're going to be in. Now, I'm optimistic that somewhere down the line they'll be maybe able to reach an agreement and have multiple versions of characters appear in these franchises. But this is Sony. And like I've said, they're not pro-consumer. No big company is, so don't hold your breath, guys. Don't hold your breath.